Okay. All right, I am recording, and don't you just love my glasses? So, hey, I'm really excited about the call that I have for you tonight. And so this is going to be about, if I've scheduled my time, I really only want to do about 20, 25 minutes. I posted in one of the chat pages, and that's going to be, so the leaders are going to take that information and then share it on downline. I will post these graphics that I made. I'll also post those into the Wendy's Dreamin' team page, and anybody can, take those as they want to. So I want to go ahead and get started. So we can talk, and one of the things that I found people were looking for is, right, what would a day look like? And I'm not just talking about IPA, income producing activity. I'm talking about how would you schedule that work time. And so I wanted to just kind of go through some of the important things that we're going to find. So number one, this is going to be one of those things that you say, yeah, I've heard that. Okay, it sounds like a good thing. But then you just don't step in and do it yet. And that's going to be affirmations. Okay, what is an affirmation? That's when you're not just trying to tell yourself in your brain some of the positives and good things to get you moving, but I want them written down. And I hate fruit flies, and I got fruit flies in the house right now. But they're things that are not just a good idea, okay? So don't just recognize them as good ideas. You need to implement them daily, and probably about 10 minutes a day. So if you need to schedule that, wake up, read the affirmations, post them on your refrigerator, post them on your bathroom mirror, but that needs to be your positive self-talk. And so it could be 10 minutes specific. It could be 5 in the morning and 5 at night, or it could just be all day long, which is really the goal, is that you want to get that habit going. And why is that? Well, because your business, notice that I said your business is your business. Hello. It's not my business. It's not your downline's business, not your upline's business. Don't put your success or failure on somebody else. It has to start from within you. It's what you want to do. And so your affirmations are going to kind of help you with that. If you are not beginning with you in mind every day, and if you're not starting with your positive self-talk, then you're allowing the negatives to start. And that's what's going to affect your business. What you're starting with in here will affect what happens everywhere else, because what you think becomes what you feel, and then what you feel becomes what you do. And if you're feeling like, I'm just not good at this, I can't do this, I'm really not worth this, I don't have anything to offer. When you think that, you start to feel it. And when you feel it, you start to believe it. And then when you believe it, you start to act on it. So let's change that. You're going to change your thinking by doing your affirmations. So right now, I would like you all, if you haven't pulled up the chat box, pull up the chat box, and I would like you to type in to the conversation one affirmation that either it would be good for you or good for someone else. So I'm going to go ahead and type one in, and it's going to be in a first person. I don't want you to type in, you're good enough. I want you to type in, I'm successful. People come to me. So I'm going to type one in for you guys, and that's going to be, okay. I am eager to share Plexus. Awesome. I'm an amazing leader. Awesome. So each of you should be typing an affirmation that you can use for yourself. Other people can use them also. Some other ideas. People are joining my team daily. I can put that one out there. People are joining my team daily, because that's going to build in me a belief, and that's how I'm going to start behaving. Something else, and this is an affirmation that is true. God is placing people in my path every day that I can help. People want what I have to offer, absolutely. And God is placing people in my life to help. And I need to make sure that I'm believing that I am, I'm changing my gallery view again. But I need to have that so that I'm believing that, and that's the way that I'm building my business. Here we go. Interesting. I'm not sure There we go. Pinning my video. Okay, so that's affirmations. If you haven't done it yet, I would like you to type in an affirmation. I love it. My business is growing and expanding. I would like you to type in an affirmation into the comments, because then I can take those and post them into Team Page. So I would love to have that. All right, next thing. So 10 minutes of affirmations. 20 to 30 minutes either every day or every other day. And this comes straight from my business coach. You need to be working on your personal development. So where are you going to find that personal development? Sometimes it's going to be very specific to you, personally developing, as what you say when you talk to yourself. It's going to be belief in yourself. It could be leadership kinds of things. So that's personal development, or it might be about network marketing and finding a particular book that is specific to understanding and believing in the network marketing business. So right now, would you type into the comments your favorite book or a book that you want to read that's going to be either personal development or network marketing? So go ahead and type one in there. I will put one in there. Again, this is going to be so that we can check back on this later. 5 levels of leadership is the one that I'm working on right now. What to say when you talk to yourself. Awesome. So again, these are books that we're going to suggest to each other, or that we can talk to each other about with what we're reading. So again, we're typing in, 4 Colors Personality. Love that one. Okay. So while you're still typing in book titles, I want to go ahead and move on. So here's what we're going to look at. I want to talk to you about basically what my coach is talking to me in how I'm going to build my business, getting my business to grow, and at the same time, what is that going to look like in one particular day? Because part of it is we find ourselves spinning our wheels. We get on that hamster wheel. Next thing, you get to the end of the day and think, I didn't do what I was supposed to. IPA. Okay, so we're going to start with the things that are working on you. 50% of your time, so think about your week. I'm not going to talk about just in a day right now, because some of you might have a half hour in a day. Some of you might have an hour in a day. Some of us have more than that. Some of us have less. So I just want you to think collectively the time in the week. 50% of your time needs to be on you. Okay, so let me talk through things that are going to be you related. That's going to be planting seeds. That's going to be cultivating relationships. That's going to be asking great questions, because you want to find what people want, what they need, or what is a pain for them in their life. Because if you're asking those questions and you know what they want, need, or what is their biggest pain, then you'll be able to figure out how Plexus can then be a response to that. Okay? Now, those two things, cultivating relationships and asking great questions, they don't have to do with Plexus, okay? So let's say that you have 15 minutes in a day. That's it. Like, you've got a busy day planned, so you have 15 minutes. We're going to talk about what to do with those 15 minutes. They don't always have to be Plexus. It might be that you're building a relationship, okay? We need to consider asking for referrals, cold messaging, meaning, we've met this person, they're on our Facebook, or maybe it's someone that we've gotten their name from a neighbor or something like that. They've not heard about Plexus, they really don't know about it, or maybe they've seen a couple of posts, and I'm going to message them. That's part of the me. That's my time, 50% of my time. And then the other piece is setting and going on appointments. This is your personal 50% growing your team. That's what's important. And that's going to be setting and going on appointments. I've got my self notes sitting here, and that's why I keep looking down. Number one, top is face-to-face. If you can get face-to-face with somebody, well, I've got people that are over in Seattle. How do I get face-to-face? On Zoom, FaceTime. We are in such a great age that we have this technology. Personal messaging, 3-way messaging, getting a 3-way message with your upline or with a sideline, crossline, whatever it is. But that's going to be your setting up and going on the appointments. So I just talked about 50% of your time. And what's really important to me to let you know this, I took a lot of time this past year, and I spent several months in management mode. I was managing what I had. So I felt like I needed to be on a team page and looking what's going on. I needed to be I was managing. I was trying to help in ways that were not building my own business. And so this gets a little bit, I don't want to call it muddy, but because there is a place where you will be, there is a place in your business. Oops, somehow I just answered my phone and I didn't want to. There will be a place where you're being pulled and saying, okay, well, I'm supposed to be coaching, I'm supposed to be working and helping them. Yes, that's true. But 50% of your time needs to be brand new on what you're doing. And that means building your width. This is not building level 2, level 3, level 4. This is building your width, going wider. So that's your 50% time. We're going to talk about the next piece in this next section. Okay. The next section then, 30% of your time in the week is going to be on new, N-E-W. What is that going to be? Well, when you're working with and helping new people on your team, so the word new is going to be important, and I put this in those little graphics. New people are working in a new industry with new products and a new company. So your job, working with the new, is going to be training them. So how are you going to train them? You are going to personally invite them to three-way messages or calls. You are going to personally invite them to Zoom calls. You're going to be sending them videos that resonate with you, maybe resonate with them. And here's the thing. You know your level 1 better than your upline does. So asking your upline for, hey, what's the best video or what should I send? You really know that person better than we do. We can give you ideas if you say, this is their personality color, this is their personality type, this is what they, here's how they work. So we can give you ideas, but really this is going to be on you. And I think, did I just leave off? No, I didn't. I'm coming back to that. What your day might look like. Part of it is understanding or knowing what information you have, what resources you have, and what videos are out there that you've seen. And then you can say, oh, well, here's a good one for this type of a person. We each are going to find people that we like to follow, especially on YouTube. Trainings that seem to resonate with us where somebody else might like a totally different variety. And that's great because we have so many to choose from. But really it's going to be up to you. And so I put on my notes, I said, you know them better than your upline. And if you don't, then you need to go back to the you section, which is cultivating relationships. Okay, that's going to be huge. This is a relationship business. Sharing Facebook posts with them. Okay, and this is going to be something that I probably did not do enough, and I would like to be able to add this to my new people. And that's not just saying, hey, once you make your first post, then, you almost let them go. You want to share Facebook posts options with them, okay? You want to teach them how to post correctly. You got to make sure you're talking to them about, and I'm talking about your level 1s, because we want to start this duplication process, right? I cannot tell you how important compliance is. And we see really, really great videos out there. We see really, really great posts, great graphics, and they are not compliant. Really, we should not be posting anything that has a kid picture, because we do not market to children. Yes, children can use the products, but it is not compliant to post about them. And so when you see a great picture with a kid in it, it is not compliant. And so if that picture gets pulled up or flagged by compliance, they're going to try and figure out where it started, where it originated. And they might not have the original, but they'll come to you. And no matter what you say, you can't say, oh, but I saw my upline. It doesn't matter. Yours is the one that could be pulled, and they can put your account on hold. they can actually suspend it while they do some digging. So just really protect yourself and protect your new level ones. Train them so that they have that. And I was looking, Lexi app is so helpful to assist your new people. That that can be one of our trainings, like all together. We could spend time on that. It is amazing. If you have not looked at the Lexi app, this is a way that you can help train your new people. And if you're not sure about it, then set yourself up as a customer and set yourself up on a track. You will receive those emails and see what it's like. It is pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. And if you go deeper, you can start to edit them. You can skip some if you don't like them. So you just need to take some time and go through and learn that. Okay. So share your Facebook posts with your new people. Even if you need to role play, that's not a bad idea to have them. You could do a Zoom with them. You could do Facebook messaging and saying, okay, let's pretend that you've got, that you're a person that's interested, but you're thinking it's too expensive. Do some role playing through messaging with them. That's going to help out. And again, this is what can you do with your new level ones, because that's the second piece. 30% of your time in the week should be spent on your brand new people. And you should be giving them anywhere from 8 to 10 months where you're always checking back in on them, because you want to build a substantial level one. You want them to be safe. You want them to be connected, and you want them to feel confident that they can then go build their own team. Okay. Once you've figured out how to plan your business hours, that's something that you can start training them and saying, here's what that might look like. Sadly, I would get into a comparison, or I'd be looking at other people and going, oh my gosh, what are they doing with their Plexus time or with their business time? They're getting all this, they're working 2 hours, they're making all these fabulous posts, doing all these things. And I would start to feel like, well, I'm not good enough. I can't keep up with that. I'm not gonna be able to be successful. And really that's not how it works. This is the perfect business for people who need to put it into their life. When people say fit this into the nooks and crannies, that's true. So you just need to understand, what is that going to look like for you? All right, continuing with the new. Helping to deal with objections. 10 minutes here. Helping to deal with objections. Where to find resources. Direct people back to your back office, because it's so important that they understand how to use that. Showing them how to use search features in the Facebook groups. That's going to be really important. How to get on a Zoom. It would be great if we took all of our brand new level ones and did a practice Zoom with them. Not me setting it up and everybody joining in, just saying, you set up a Zoom call and say, okay, you're going to join in. Just so that they see that, oh, it's really not that intimidating. It's not that scary. So that would be a great thing to do with your newbies. And then talk about the comp plan. If you start talking about the compensation plan with each of your new people, you're going to become an expert as you're training them. And as you become the expert, you don't need to keep going back or to an upline. You can actually do that on your own. The next piece, Facebook posting is going to be really important. We're going to continue with that in just a moment, but I want to give you the little brief section of the few. 50% of your time in the week is on you. 30% of your week is going to be on those new people. And then 20% is going to be on the few. Who is considered the few? People that are working as hard as you are. So if you're not working, then the people you're working with are going to be just like you. Because the people who are working hard are going to be looking for someone who is working as hard as they are, and that's what you should be doing, okay? So that's who you're looking for. When you find the people, the 20% of your people that are working as hard as you are, you're going to pour into them by sharing stories, holding each other accountable, brainstorming together, celebrate together, motivate each other, but you need to stay connected. This really is not a sit at your house and be by yourself business. When you do that, it's easy to just let the day go by and not do anything at all. So find someone that you really connect with, whether it's just a message or you actually have to get on the phone with them, but start making that a habit. All right, so here we go. I'm going to talk about productive social media time. And this is the part that really, I think, has opened me up in the last couple of months. You are in the attraction marketing business. If you are not attracting people that you want in your business, you're going to suffer for that. Okay. So I need you to be thinking about your Facebook, your social media. I don't care what social media, mess you're in. If you're in the Facebook mess or Instagram or all of them, look at your page and ask yourself, who am I attracting? Okay. Are you, first of all, is it attracting anyone? So the first question is, do I attract people? Is your Facebook or your Instagram or whatever your social media is it a constant commercial that they really are not learning about you, seeing your life, seeing your heart? If it's just a commercial, they're going to stop looking. Okay. So you need to make sure that you're attracting people to your life. Weave plexus into your life. Don't weave your life into plexus. And that's what we're seeing on a lot of Facebooks, is that you just go there and it's just plexus, plexus, plexus. And I have a bad habit. There are a couple of days where I'm just like, oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. I just keep posting. But really, people want to see you in your life, and they want to know that your life is better and healthier and happier because of plexus. Okay, that plexus is part of that reasoning. Think back to when you joined Plexus, or that you were first interested by, if it was a post or something, probably wasn't a graphic. It was probably a story. It was probably a before and after picture. It was probably someone saying, here's why I do this every day. It was not a graphic. So think about that as you are, copying and pasting graphics or sharing from shareables. The shareables are great, but really it's the story that's going to draw someone in. So think about it as you're posting. People have a choice. They're sliding through all of those things, and they have a choice to either stop on your post or to skip right by it. So what is it that you can add to it that's going to make them stop? Okay. And think about, how that's going to look. All right. Be intentional. Your social media time, and this so important. And I loved owning this and accepting it and being able to say, wow, this took the weight off of my shoulder. And here's what it is. If you have 15 minutes to give to your business, and that's it. If you have 15 minutes, you have to be intentional. And this is where you think income producing activity. Liking, commenting, cheering on other people's posts does not attract people to you. It's not going to bring you a new ambassador or a new customer or a new potential at all. So your 15 minutes needs to be intentional. And in that 15-minute time, I was watching, a video on this and saying, okay, what am I supposed to do? The phone, if you're on your computer, put your phone in a different room. If you are on Facebook, turn off all of the notifications so that you don't have things popping up. I am so distracted. I'm typing a Facebook post, or maybe I'm messaging with somebody. Maybe I'm learning, I'm watching a video, and I keep getting these messages pop up, and all of a sudden I stop what I'm doing, I go and respond, and then I come back. There was a recent study about emails, that someone who sets a specific email time, you don't open up your emails except for that, those couple of times during the day. Otherwise, people think that, I'm just going to check my email and then come back to work, check my email, and your brain just doesn't switch that quickly. So you're actually wasting time. It's the same thing with Facebook. When you're going to set up your 15 minutes of social media and you're being intentional, you want to be productive. You need to give thought to your posts. So make up some of your own posts. If you can't post at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. every day, then during your 15 minutes of intentional, productive social media time, you need to learn about Buffer. You need to learn about the different apps that are out there so that they can post for you, and set up your posts and get them ready for the week. So be intentional about that. So when I sit down for 15 minutes, if 10 of my minutes are looking on team pages and liking other people's posts and copying and pasting, I'm not really being productive. I'm being sort of there. I'm not really treating it like a business. So that's something that I saw that I thought was pretty important for, just for me. Yes, you need to support your Plexus family. You need to support teams by liking and commenting and bringing those back up in the feed, but do that not during your business time. Does that make sense? If your business time is 10 to 10:15, then from 10 to 10:15, you're not liking or commenting. Do that when you have a few minutes later. You're sitting on the couch or you're, getting ready to go to bed, and you can do that. But don't make that part of your IPA. Don't make that part of your definite time. Try to avoid that copying and pasting. The other piece of it, a lot of us do this where we download the picture, copy, and then paste, and it looks great. It's from us. But if I have mutual friends with 4 other Plexus people that did the same thing, now my friend has seen 5 of the exact same posts. It no longer holds that wow factor. It's kind of like, oh, wow, they're just copying and pasting. So now I don't even know if I should believe it. So if you really like a post, copy it and put it into maybe your notes and save it for a couple of days later. Put that in Buffer, and then you can use that later, and it doesn't come across on the exact same day. Kind of like the whole, what is it, Jaden Smith or whatever his name is that's coming across. Okay, here we go. Think about connecting with people. So again, during your social media, your productive social media time, you might have a day that you have your Plexus post, but you're not actually reaching out during that 15 minutes. You're just reaching out and connecting with people. So not every comment or personal message has to be about Plexus that day. You're attracting people to you through the relationships. People want to join you. They're going to join Plexus because of you, but it's really you are attracting them. And if you're not attracting them, they're going to go to Prove It. They're going to go to It Works. They're going to go to somebody else that is more attractive. So, think about it that way. They're coming to you, and that's what you want to do is get your relationships there so that they want to join you. Take time to look at your own posts. Look at your posts, look at your Facebook from a perspective of saying, would I want to join me? Would I look at that and would I be attracted to that? Abby, awesome. She says, avoid saying Plexus most of the time. In the beginning, I posted Plexus all the time. And now I rarely say the word Plexus. I will say everything except, because I still want those who are new that I've added to my Facebook page, or those who maybe haven't seen it in a while, I want them to come and say, all right, what is this stuff you're doing? So avoid that. Please don't post your website. Your website flags you as a salesperson, not a sharing person, because it automatically says, hey, go to my website. Don't worry about me, but just go, I need the sale. Here's something to think about. When you're posting, do not post with the hope of reaching the masses. I don't want you to make a post thinking, I'm going to get 200 likes on this. Actually, I want you to start posting with a very specific audience in mind. It might be 2 people that you want them to see that. And so you're going to post a story, maybe a picture that goes with it, but you're going to speak directly to that audience as if they're the only one listening. And that's going to hopefully get them to come in and want to ask you questions about it. Using your voice messenger, we've talked about it before, I think, a lot of times, but use your voice messenger, personal messages to get connected with people, build the relationships, so important. Make this part of your business schedule, that if you won't have another time in the day to do this, then don't miss that part. Set that up. If you have 5 minutes today, then I would say in that 5 minutes, go build your relationships more than go make a reach out post or something, because you might be less genuine if you're focused so much on, I got to get that person in. So just do that relationship building. This business is not a sprint. It's not about, hey, I got to get it all done this week. This is a marathon. And so you're building that relationship. Again, I said, if you don't have time every day to make your posts, 7 a.m., 7 p.m., your Plexus posts, the rest can be just your story, your life story, then you need to go look at the apps. Buffer, if anybody knows of different apps for posting, automatic posts, go ahead and post those in our comments right now, because that's going to help us know that. Consistency is key. And here I am at 9:02, I went over. Consistency is so important, and I'm almost done. And it's with all aspects of the business. I want you to think about this. People are going to see you posting, and they're going to see that either you are serious or you're dabbling, okay? So they're watching, and they've got the serious person, and they've got the dabbler. Well, when they're ready to jump in, who do you think they're going to join? They're not joining the dabbling person. They're going to join the person who's serious and who's actually working the business. And that's what you might see. Hey, I was talking to that person, and now they went with this other one. Well, maybe you were dabbling and that other person was serious. I also want you to think, and I heard this from Sheila Medina. She just was posting in one of the Jewel messages that we had going. The girl said, we've been working with this person, really thought she was going to join us, and ended up choosing to go with someone else, another Ruby or a senior Ruby. And the person was just heartbroken. And it was really, I mean, it really is tough to deal with that. And I just like the fact that Sheila came in and said, you know, it is relationships. They're going to go to the person that they feel most comfortable, most confident with. And, you know, the one person had said, well, we've been working with her, you know, like dripping on that person for the last 6 months. And Sheila said, well, maybe you should have made him into a customer because this person jumped in much faster. So that's something to be thinking about, that are you being serious? Are you being consistent? Because if all you're doing is posting and not really getting anywhere with that, they might join someone else. So don't be the dabbler, okay? I told you turn off notifications, mute your phone, just be present with what you're doing so that once your mind is focused, you can get a lot more done than if you just keep going and looking at your phone or looking at a message that's coming in. Just be present. Do your posting, do your social media, and then you can go back and look at your phone. So here's my thought for you. It says, you know, I said, you need to treat this like a business. If you treat that 15, 20, 30 minutes as a business and you don't let anything distract you, you don't let people come in and talk to you, don't answer the phone. If you treat it like a business, you're going to start seeing it as a business. And when you see it as a business, you begin to realize that you're a business owner. When you realize that you're a business owner, all of this is connected. You begin to have a posture that you're a business owner, and you stop looking at it as this little side thing that you're doing. So the more I treated Plexus as a business, the more I saw myself as a business owner, and I call myself that. So when I speak to people, I speak with authority that I have a business. And when you do the same, people will actually listen to you with different ears. It's really strange, but it's true. Once you begin to walk in that posture that you own a business, that posture is very influential in all of the other aspects of this business. It's the way that when people talk to you about, well, I don't know if these products are working. Your posture, because I own a business and these products work. They work when people do them consistently. You'll be able to speak from a different, you'll be speaking from a different posture as well. All right, so here is the last piece, and that is your 3-2-1. I just want to make sure I got this in. If you want to know something that you should, you know, what is your goal? Your goal is to go silver every month. Well, whether you can get this in every day, every other day, or just a couple of times a week, 3-2-1, reach out to 3 brand new people a day about Plexus. So how are you going to do that? Well, you're building relationships. You might not be able to do that tomorrow. You might have to start building relationships because you don't want to just jump in and throw up pink drink all over them. So reach out to 3 new people about Plexus. Follow up with 2 of the people that you've contacted before. So again, this is a cycle. You can't follow up tomorrow if you haven't reached out to the 3 today, right? So you're going to be building this. So 3 new people, 2 follow-ups, and introduce the business to 1 new person. So when you think about your dream team, who do you want on your team with you? You're going to reach out to 1 of them every day and say, I've been thinking about you. I think this business would be amazing for you. I think that you and I would be great business partners. And, you know, I want to offer you the chance to look at it. Would you look at it with me? What are they going to say? If they say no, move on to the next one. So here are the things that you need to know. You only need 6 people. You need 6 people to go diamond. You don't need 600. You don't need 6 million, 6,000. You need 6. So as you're looking, there you go. Thanks for putting that in there. People are going to come and go as you're moving forward. You're searching for 6 people like yourself, 6 people that have a goal, 6 people that have a dream, 6 people that want to build a business and stop working for someone else. That's it, just 6. If you have 20 right now and they're starting to fall off, it's okay, because there are billions of people in this world that haven't heard of it yet. You still love the ones that are dropping off. But when you find one like yourself that wants to do this, you're going to go back to the new. You're going to be working with them, teaching them. You're going to create a culture that they want to be with you, and that they're not just being left off to the side. But remember, your downline, their failure and their success does not depend on you. It all starts here, here, here. Okay? It is my business. So I need to start it with the right frame of mind. I'm not gonna be failing or succeeding because of my upline. And that's what I need you, I need you to understand. This is your business. We are here to support each other. If you want it bad enough, you won't care if I'm doing it. You won't care if Angela's doing it. You won't care if your downline's doing it, because you're going to go and find someone who wants to do it with you. And that's what you need to be able to be successful. You all are already successful. The fact that you are on this call tells me that you want this bad enough, that you are going to be successful. When you're looking for help, you're going to raise your hand and we're going to see you. And we're going to reach down and help you. Okay? Stay connected to your team. Message your upline every once in a while. Don't wait for us to reach down and message you. Message us and let us know what's going on. Just message and say, hey, I just wanted you to know I've met 3 people today that I talked to Plexus, or I've added 10 new people to my Facebook. I would love to get those. And that would be I would love to get those messages also. So reach up to your upline, reach down to your downline, and just get connected all the way around. All right. You guys are amazing. And I am done with that one. I have a list of things for trainings that were suggestions. And so we're just, I'll just keep rolling those out. I want to be able to do them, whether it's going to be Mondays or Tuesdays. I'll for sure let you know. I'll try to get notes for what we're going to be covering, so that you at least have that if you want to print those out. I printed mine out, and I will post, I'll post the skeleton basically in the team page. All right. You guys have an amazing night. If you would like to jump off the call now because you've got other stuff, feel free. You can go ahead and do that. I'm going to change this to gallery view so that I can see who is on here with us. And we're going to just ask people if anybody would like to share. Look at all these people, all these fabulous faces. Wondering if anyone would like to share their why. Why are you doing Plexus? Because you know what? If we know what our team has behind them, why do they get up? Why are they doing their Plexus business? It's just going to help us become an even tighter team and understand, so that we can support them. So in the beginning, and your why is going to change. So again, I just want people to know, by all means, we've been on here for over half an hour, and I went a little bit beyond. Feel free to hop off. Otherwise, stay on and be with us for the why. So here's my why. When I started, my why was me. I was very selfish about it. I wasn't going to tell a single soul. It was my health. I wanted to see if the stuff would work. And that was my why. That's why I was doing it. Once I got, my numbers came back and my health was changing, my why changed to, wow, I want to see if this does it for anybody else. So there was a curiosity. There was no big thing. It was literally just a curiosity. I'm driven by helping people. And so my why for the last 3.5 years has been, wow, I just want to help people. I just want to help people. I just want to help people. And I didn't want to accept the fact that one of my whys was that I really wanted to quit teaching. I thought that was kind of almost a little selfish for myself. If I tell people, wow, my why for doing this is because I want money enough to stop teaching, I don't know. That was a little bit selfish on my part, but it's true. I wanted to be able to stop teaching. Now my why is that I want my husband to not have the stress of having to go to work, the financial burdens. I would like to lighten that load. And so that's my why, is I want to be able to have him home, golf with him, so he's not doing golf with all of the guys from work that he has to schmooze with. So who do we have on here that's ready to share their why? What's driving you to do your business at this point? All right, so if you're going to raise your hand, if you're going to show me a hand, then who do I have that's going to do that for me? Well, I only have a few of you on here.
I'll do it only because I really think I need to record it. And because I love all of you. So
hang on, we're gonna make people need to